Hi everyone, this is me Anwarul, and today with me is Dr. Ravinder Agarwal. He is psychiatrist based in Goa, Panjim, and today we're gonna talk about mental health and suicide in very particular. So, Dr. Agarwal, a very warm welcome.
Hi, good to be here. Good evening to you.
Yeah. So, चूंकि हम ये जो सेशन कर रहे हैं, it's about like वर्ल्ड सुसाइड प्रिवेंशन डे एंड अभी स्पेशली सुसाइड के अराउंड देर आर लॉट ऑफ नॉइज इन मीडिया आफ्टर द लाइक वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट डेथ ऑफ सुसाइड ऑफ एक्टर सुशांत सिंह राजपूत. सो एज अ साइकेट्रिस्ट मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, समझना चाहूँगा कि ये जो पूरा नॉइज है मीडिया में, उसको आप किस तरीके से देख रहे हैं एंड इसका इफेक्ट एक्चुअली जो एक पर्सन है जो कि सुसाइडल है उसके ऊपर किस तरीके से होगा.
Right. Thank you, Anvarul. I think it's a very important topic to talk about today. And I think you used a very nice word, noise, to actually that word sums up the whole thing about this whole media display, which we are saying. I think everyone would agree that this current coverage from the mental health perspective is such a disappointment, as in the sense that the whole focus has shifted from the unfortunate loss of life, of someone who was probably suffering from mental illness, depression. And see, because Sushant was a very popular celebrity and there were lots of fans, uh, his death was a kind of an opportunity to bring out the wasteful loss of life because of suicide. So that, I think, media with its own coverage and with their reach, they could have done justice, and the whole dialogue could have been shifted into getting help if someone is suicidal. So now the next part of your question is about how would a person who may be suicidal, a person who may be depressed and maybe having thoughts or that the life is not worth living, how would that? That's what I'm saying. So I again, it's such an unfortunate that the whole drama which is being played out, that is going to push someone away, and because the way the poor the deceased person's medical history is being out in the open and the way it has been displayed, this is going to push people away, and that is true also in the sense is because I'm seeing in my own client load the people who have been depressed and have had thoughts of suicide. They are so reluctant to come out and get help. It has brought out the suicide in the mainstream dialogue, but the fact that there should be help, there should be people should come out and take help is available, ये कोई बात नहीं कर रहा.
ट्रू एंड दिस इज लाइक रियली अनफॉर्चुनेट कि पूरा का पूरा जो एक 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 इम्पोर्टेंट मोमेंट हो सकता था पूरे मेंटल हेल्थ के डिस्कशंस में, डिस्कोर्स में, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो कहीं और ही शिफ्ट हो गया. बट इसी से रिलेटेड जो दूसरा सवाल मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा वो ये है कि सुसाइड का पर्टिकुलरली देयर इज ऑलरेडी अ गाइडलाइन कि मीडिया को किस तरीके से कवर करना चाहिए. So can you briefly explain that, and also कि वो गाइडलाइन क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, स्पेसिफिकली सुसाइड जैसे केस में अगर गाइडलाइन बने हैं तो उसका इम्पोर्टेंस भी अगर बता सकें आप तो.
So again, yeah, a very important point. Yes, and this guideline has been placed for a long time, and the psychiatric community, the mental health community, has again and again, actually written to the media houses, pleading with them to be more sensitive. So this guideline, which I'm talking about, is the guideline which has been given out by the WHO. And I mean, I'm not going to go to the detailed one. The salient features are that the media or the news media should avoid reporting a suicide on the front page. It should not become, because that's in your face. They should not sensationalize it. If at all, it should be on the inside pages. And whenever they are reporting a suicide, they should be sensitive. They should not report. They should not give out the names of the person. They should not give out the names of the family members. They should not give out the address and so place. Because what happens is, the person has died, and the family members of the person who died, they are grieving. And by this kind of reporting in public media, it further traumatizes them. It complicates their life. They are not only grieving, and they should have the privacy in their grief. Of course, I understand that media has a duty to report, but the duty to report comes with a responsibility. Every media report on suicide should be accompanied by a paragraph about the importance of receiving help on mental health issues. It should always be accompanied by, at least the reporter, the journalist should also say a sentence or two, in the sense that it was a wasteful loss of life. And every report should have, in the end, on what are the possible helplines or what are the resources which are available in order to get help if somebody is contemplating suicide. So these are the very basic. Wherever you're going to post this, I'm happy to kind of give you a link for the sensitive reporting guidelines of the WHO as well. But this is very important to be done.
Right, right. And can you also talk about why this is why this guideline is really important?
So this is again, this is important. One, as I said, is it should not be sensationalized. Two, it is important in the sense that there is always a report of something called copycat suicide. If you've heard this, whenever there is a kind of a celebrity kind of a suicide, or any suicide which is kind of reported in detail, often there are other people who may be, because mental illness is so prevalent, depression is so prevalent, there may be people who may be having similar thoughts. Now this kind of a report brings it out in reality. It makes that person feel, yeah, this is the way to do it. I have personally read, and I've been appalled whether there have been reports where the article has actually described the steps that this person went and got the medications or the poison from so and so place, or these were the steps which he took. They describe the hanging and all that. And this, to a vulnerable person who actually needs help, this actually can drive that person into doing something which is drastic.
Right, right, totally right, absolutely. And we have seen similar kind of sensationalizing kind of attitude while also reporting incidents, like unfortunate incidents like rape as well, where reporters and the media hosts go to extreme with adjectives like adding more weight to already this unfortunate incidents. Thank
So
you.
on that point also, totally agree on this. But at the same time, I have to acknowledge that when it comes to reporting these kind of incidents, and that is the incident which you describe, of late, at least the media in our country has started to exercise restraint. They no longer give out the names. They are very sensitive when it comes to describing the details. And again, probably this is because the Human Rights Commission, the Child Health Commissions, Women Commissions are sitting on them, and they'll immediately get a notice. And there are the POSCO Act and the Nirbhaya guidelines have actually restricted use of this. But again, why should media have to be regulated? Media is one such an important pillar of a society, and I'm a big believer that we should not restrict media as far as possible, but media themselves should be responsible about this.
Yeah, right, right.